Welcome to the Stop Over Drinking and Start Living podcast, where high-achieving, goal-oriented rebel women come to learn how to live a vibrant and fulfilling life without requiring alcohol to get through it. No labels, no judgments, no saying you'll never drink again, just real proven methods to help you stop rebelling against yourself with alcohol so you can drink less and do more. I'm your host, Angela Mascenik. Let's dig in. I want a sugar. I know you like it. Welcome to episode 325, Uncertainty 2.0, a guided practice to find calm when you feel overwhelmed. Well, hello. Welcome back to the podcast. How are you doing? We are at the end of March, y'all. So I think by the time you hear this, it's going to be like April 1st, April 2nd, maybe. I cannot believe we're 1/4 of the way through 2025. It's wild to me. But things are still feeling a little uncertain for a lot of people. And it may not be because of what's happening in the world. It could be because somebody got a recent medical diagnosis. Maybe you did. Maybe you are having some job changes or relationship changes, or maybe there's a move, or you're waiting for your kids to find out, what school they're going to get into, right? So whatever is happening, you might find yourself feeling a little uncertain or overwhelmed or scared. And I actually did an awesome podcast just a while back. It was actually episode 320. I'm going to link it up here. If you haven't listened to that, I do recommend that you listen to that first, but you can still listen to this one if you didn't listen to episode 320. That title was Navigating Uncertainty Without Losing Yourself. And in that episode, I explained why uncertainty feels so uncomfortable, and the ways we think we're controlling the uncertainty, but we might be actually making it worse. And I took you through a mindset shift and some tools to help you stop the fear cycle before it takes over you. And then we did discuss how drinking makes it, you might think drinking will make your feelings of uncertainty more manageable, but actually how it makes it worse. Because when you overdrink, your mind gets extra triggered. It's like throwing gasoline on the fire. That's the best way I can think about it. Like your brain gets a lot of negativity going more than usual when you drink too much alcohol. So that's a really good podcast to kind of give you more of a baseline of understanding around uncertainty and sort of our human behavior around that. But this episode, I'm really excited to kind of take you into to connect with your body during uncertainty, or when you're feeling especially anxious or overwhelmed, or you're really scared about something and your mind is just really spinning and it's just going into all the worst case scenarios and, doomsday type thinking. It's really, really important for you to come back to your body, because what happens when you do that, it gives your mind a break. And that's actually what we're all looking for, right? Especially if we're turning to alcohol. We just want to shut it off, right? I just can't handle it. It's too much. I need a break from this. I need to shut my brain off, right? So we're looking for an escape from that relentless, fear that our brain is giving us. And a lot of times we turn to things to numb and escape, right? You might find yourself scrolling on your phone, or pouring that glass of wine earlier than you normally do, or watching a lot of Netflix or TV, or somehow you're trying to escape, whatever that looks like for you. And that's not really helpful for us. What's helpful and holistic and actually can help us feel more certain or reduce the fear is by connecting with your body and your breath. And so I'm going to walk you through that today with some exercises. So I recommend that you're in a quiet place with no distractions. Ideally, you're going to be seated or laying down. You're welcome to listen to the podcast, but definitely don't do these exercises while you're driving or anything else. Okay. So I want you to be safe. And ideally, for the next 15-20 minutes, you're not in you're not multitasking, or people can't interrupt you. So go ahead and listen to it if that's not in the, space that you're in, but come back to this episode when you can really be present and do these exercises. Also, having a notebook or a journal will be really helpful for you for after we're doing some of this breathing exercises I want to help with. Okay. So we're going to tune into our bodies, connect with your body, because that gives your brain something to do. That's so helpful for you to remember whenever you're feeling overwhelmed or you're spinning out of control in your head. Giving yourself a little assignment to something to focus on is so helpful. It needs direction in that moment. So this way of doing it is we're going to drop into our bodies, which is going to help you calm your nervous system down. And then I'm going to walk you through a couple breathwork exercises. And then I'm going to give you a very powerful mindset exercise to help you feel certain and help you see what you can trust in your life right now. Okay, so that's what we're going to do today. And we're going to begin. So why don't you go ahead and find a quiet spot where you can sit down, and then just sit down. Um, Close your eyes if you feel comfortable doing that. And we're going to do a little bit of breath work, which helps you calm the nervous system. So a lot of times when we're feeling uncertain, we get into that flight or flight stress response. And so when we're connecting with our breath, we're going to think about rest and digest instead of fight or flight. So it's going to help calm your nervous system. So I actually like to visualize like a nerve ending. Okay. It's a very frazzled nerve ending that's sort of like electrified. Okay. And it might even be hot, or it might be red. And the goal here is to use our breath to sort of like close those nerve endings and put a soothing blanket on top of it. And that's what we do with our breath. Okay, so the end result will be sort of a calm, grounded, clear energy instead of a hot, fiery, frazzled energy. Okay, so just close your eyes, notice your feet on the floor or wherever your body is touching the surface. So if you're seated in a chair, your seat is connected to the chair, your feet are connected to the ground. Notice where your hands are lying on your body, if they're on armrests or if they're resting against your legs. Notice your hands. Try to unclench your hands, open up your palms. And then going up to your chest area, just notice how you feel like right now. Does it feel tight? Just notice. You're just sort of doing a body scan here from your feet to your knees, to your bottom, stomach, chest. Maybe go into your neck. Notice what that feels like. We're not judging right now. We're just noticing. And then going up into your jaw, noticing what that feels like. And going up into your head. What does it feel like in your head? And then once you get up there, just take a big deep breath in through your nose. Hold it. And then slowly exhale through your mouth. Keep pushing until all of your air is out. Imagine it like deflating a balloon in your chest and your stomach. Let's do that one more time. Deep inhale through your nose. Hold. Another inhale. Hold. Slowly exhale through your mouth. Right away, deep breath in. Hold. Another little inhale. Hold. Let's do that one more time. Hold. Little sip. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Slow it down. Inhale. Exhale. And just get back to your regular rhythm. Slow it down. And then just take a couple breaths on your own and your own pace. Now just notice how you feel. How do you feel after that breath work? I feel refreshed. Even while guiding you, I just feel like a little bit more grounded, a little bit more energized. So now let's do another body scan from your feet. Notice your feet on the ground, your knees, your seat in your chair, your stomach, your chest, your throat, your hands, your arms, your jaw, and your head. Do you notice a difference from where you started and where you are now? Little shifts. You're welcome to do that again. If you want to do that again to really experience more of a grounding, a reset on that nervous system so you can get a little bit more clear. That's a really good way to connect with your breath because you're focusing on your breath, right? So when we're doing that, it's really hard to focus on anything else. And if your mind does wander during those exercises, just come back to your breath. Come back to your breath. It's normal for our mind to wander, right? So a lot of people try meditation and they say, I just can't stop thinking. That's normal. It's normal for you to be observing your thoughts when you're quiet, right? When you're not doing other things and you're just sitting and breathing, it's normal for your mind to have thoughts. Meditation or doing some breath work is just coming back to your breath. So you notice those thoughts, you let them go, you come back to your breath. You notice other thoughts, you come back to your breath, okay? So that breath work is just that I took you through really can kind of help you reset when things are feeling a little bit spirally or like you just are all over the place, okay? You might be a little bit panicky. This other breathing breath work exercise I'm going to take you through is called box breathing. And so I'm going to take you through this second exercise now. So what you're going to do, I'm going to talk you through it first and then we're going to do it together. You inhale for 4 counts and then you hold for 4 counts and then you exhale for 4 counts and then you hold for 4 counts. So it's inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4. You can also do a extended exhale in the box breathing method. So that would be an inhale for 4 and then you exhale for like a 6 to 8 count. You really can't get it wrong. I'm going to guide you through the traditional box of inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and hold for 4. All right, so again, just be in your seat. It's helpful if your eyes are closed. If not, you don't have to. This is still effective if you have your eyes open, whatever you prefer. Okay, we're going to go. Inhale for 4. Hold for 4. Exhale for 4. Hold for 4. Inhale for 4. Hold for 4. Exhale for 4. Hold for 4. Inhale for 4. Hold for 4. Exhale for 4. Hold for 4. Inhale for 4. Hold for 4. Exhale for 4. I'm going to do that one more time and I'm going to count with you, okay? So we're going to inhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now just breathe naturally, however your body wants to. Okay? Whew. Okay, so notice how you feel now in your body. Do another body scan real quick. Grounded feet on the floor, seat in chair, stomach, hands, chest, shoulders, throat, jaw, mouth, face, head. Big deep breath in. Exhale. Beautiful, beautiful. You can download this episode. So if you're on iTunes or my website listening to this, you can actually download this episode and come back to it. And I highly recommend that you do, because these are really good exercises for you to come into your body. And notice again, we only were focusing on our breath, right? Inhaling, holding, exhaling for certain counts and tempos, right? And so again, it's really hard for our mind to be engaged with a lot of other things when we're just making ourselves do something, right? And so that just gave you a little break. You notice that? It gave you a break from thinking about whatever it is that might be feeling uncertain, scary, overwhelming, or anxious. Okay? So that's a beautiful exercise to do. And so now when you feel a little bit grounded, you might notice a shift, right? You may not feel so heightened. You might feel a little bit like you have that sort of cool blanket over your nervous system. And now is a really good time to look at your mindset. A lot of people want to change their thoughts about things before they really process or ground themselves. And remember what I teach about your feelings. Your feelings, if you're in heightened feelings, right? Anxious, fear, anger, overwhelm, anything that feels really intense, trying to change your mindset while you're feeling those feelings is usually ineffective, because your body needs to process these feelings first before it can be open to thinking about things differently. So what we just walked through there was actually helping you process feelings. It's just a different way to attack it. Okay, I took you through some guided breath work, some different breathing techniques that help you get more grounded into your body. And it gives your mind a break about thinking about things. So if that's the only thing you do, that's awesome. You can keep going, right? But if you want to look at things, if things are feeling especially uncertain for you, and you feel like you keep going back to this uncertainty or fear or overwhelm or anxiousness, doing this mindset exercise about creating certainty is really going to be helpful. And just as a reminder, certainty doesn't come from external control. It comes from knowing what you can trust around yourself, your resistance, or even your values. So I actually sent an email out to my email list the other day. If you're not on my email list, you absolutely need to be. Okay. So if you're not, go to angelamascenik.com, and on that first page on the website, there's going to be a little box in there for you to sign up to get a quick start guide to stop over drinking. Sign up for that, and then you'll be on my email list. Okay. Anyway, I sent an email out to my email list talking about uncertainty. And when I'm feeling uncertainty around things, it's really helpful for me to find certainty. And I took you through sort of my train of thought about finding that certainty for myself. And I shared what I know for sure. So I'm just going to read that email to you now. And then I want to take you through a writing exercise for you to find your own certainty. So I wrote, what I know for sure is that the universe actually wants to support me and what I want out of this life. And when I remember this, I feel immediate safety and certainty. And like, I don't have to figure this out alone. And that my decisions don't hold the power of everyone's happiness or misery. I definitely don't have that kind of power, but my conditioned brain, who wants everyone to be happy, often thinks, if I do that, then they will feel this. And the other thing I know for sure is that I have no idea how they will feel or what will cause them happiness, anger, joy, or sadness. I am certain in my own ability to figure things out. I am certain that I am resilient. I am certain that I am creative. I am certain that I love my family. I am certain that I trust myself to make the best decisions with the information I have. I am certain that I know myself and what feels good for me and what doesn't. I am certain that I can find pleasure, joy, happiness, and relaxation no matter what is happening externally in my life or in the world. I am certain that I don't need alcohol to make my life better or to deal with the difficulties. I am certain that there are people out there that need and want my help. I am certain that I am strong. I am certain that I will make mistakes. I am certain that my kids and my husbands love me. My husband. I am certain that my kids and my husband love me. I am certain that I have amazing, solid friendships. I am certain that I have no idea what the future looks like. I am certain I am always excited to find out what will happen next in this wild and abundant life of me. I am certain that certainty resides in me and not external things. And I go on to share a couple more things, but that last sentence, I am certain that certainty resides in me and not external things. When I wrote that, I was like, that really, really landed for me. I am certain about all those things that I just shared with you, right? I am not certain about external things because literally I can't control other people. I can't control things happening in the world. I can't really control what happens outside of me in the next 5 minutes, right? And that is a truth, right? And so I want you guys to come to this sort of certainty right now in this writing exercise that I'd like you to do. So, go back to the list that I have. Maybe go back and hit pause and rewind it. Go find that email if you're on my email list. Or maybe just start writing with your journal that I asked you to get. What are you certain about? Think about people in your life. Think about people that you might love or that you do love. What are 3 things in your life that you feel certain about? Some examples. I am certain that I love my children. I am certain that I can take a breath in this moment. I am certain that I have made it through hard times before. I am certain that I love my spouse. I am certain that I love my dog. I am certain that my dog loves me. Simple things. So just take a couple minutes and write out a few things that you feel certain about. Okay? And when you have those things written down, you can pause the episode here. I want you to come back and I'm going to help you feel what that feels like in your body. Okay? Okay. So I want you to read out loud or in your mind to yourself those things that you wrote in your journal. Now, pick out one of those that feels the most true for you and say it out loud to yourself or in your mind. And I want you to feel what that statement feels like in your body. Where do you feel that certainty? Do you feel like a grounding, or like do your shoulders drop back a little bit? Do you feel in your heart? Notice just where you feel vibration. Now I want to invite you to expand that certainty, right? Notice where you feel it. What other things in your life can you trust? Write them down. I can trust my friends. I can trust that I know how to make money. I can trust that I'm going to eat lunch today. I can trust that I'm going to enjoy walking my dog later. Little things. Doesn't have to be big. What other things in your life can you trust? And then notice what those feel like. Notice how you feel in your body now after going through these exercises of things that feel certain, things that you can trust. And remember, certainty isn't about controlling the future or external things. It's about grounding yourself in what you know to be true today, in this moment. Okay? So this is a great episode to come back to and do these exercises at the end of the day, at the beginning of the day, wherever you have 15 or 20 minutes to really connect with yourself and be present in this moment to find some certainty that feels good to you. It's very important that we try to do these exercises and not let our brains run the show and stay in that fight and flight response. When you're in the fight and flight response a lot, you are releasing chemical structures in your body called stress. Okay. And that is not good for you on a long-term basis. And when you are doing that and letting your brain run wild, it will cause you to drink more alcohol or eat more shit food or to scroll on your phone more or to not be so present. And it can cause other problems for you, other health problems, mental health problems, problems in relationships, problem at work. It just doesn't help you solve anything. And so it's really important to learn new skills to help you interrupt that and to come back into your body and be present with what you know is true for you today. That's really all we know, is what is true for us today. It's important to make plans and have goals and all that for the future, but when you're in this sort of uncertain, fear, anxious, overwhelmed spot, thinking about the future is probably not being super helpful because those thoughts usually aren't great. When you're feeling those feelings, your thoughts aren't like, I'm going to figure this out. I know there's a way, right? The thoughts are more like, this sucks. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm overwhelmed. Everything's shit, right? So when you're thinking about the future in that way, remember to come back to this exercise. Do some breath work first, get into your body, process that, calm your nervous system, and then we can try some mindset exercises to help you feel a little bit clear, a little bit more centered in what is true for you in this moment today. All right, my friends. Remember, feeling uncertain is a big part of our lives and we don't like it. But you can create this inner knowing, this inner certainty through your breath, through your presence, pausing and shifting your focus to what you do know in this moment. I'm sending you all so much love. And if you want to work with me, I believe Alive AF, by the time you're hearing this, is now closed for enrollment. But the next thing that we will be enrolling in is my Stop Over Drinking and Start Living 6-month high-touch small group coaching program. You can check that out and even put your applications in now at angelamascenik.com/join SODSL. And also, if you're interested in having me as your private coach, we do these types of things in our private sessions. And I will put the link to apply for working with me privately as well in the show notes. I love you all. I'm hoping that you feel a little bit more certain and grounded today, and I will talk to you all next week. Bye for now.